I worked in factories for 2 out of the 4 years of my college summers. Looking back at those times, I was working in dark places on my feet all day. I thought it was normal because I'm from Goshen, Elkhart, Indiana. That's like the RV capital of the world. There's factories everywhere. Let me walk you through my 2 jobs that I had. Freshman year summer, I was in charge of returning parts and items to aisles all over the factory warehouse. I had this cart, I'm going up and down and saying, hey, this part goes back into A12. I'd be scanning the part, I'd be putting it back. People would also be taking those parts and putting them on the line to build kits. So you're going back and forth, dark environment, just doing monotonous tasks, and very depressing summer. My senior year, I did a factory job where I was working in the shipping and warehousing department. They're a supplies company, so they did custom commercial stairs and railings. I was in charge of taking those railings and all of the parts that go with that and building custom, slicing custom boxes, stapling them with these giant staple guns back together, doing hot foam all around the railings, and then putting in screw kits and lifting it and putting it. Those boxes could then be picked up and shipped. So high manual labor type of job. Throughout both of those factory jobs, right? Not ideal scenarios, probably wouldn't want my daughters in them, but I spent those times listening to podcasts non-stop. I listened to a ton of psychology podcasts. I listened to a lot of Freakonomics. I listened to a lot of Art of Charm, learning about people in business, how people work, how business works, all those types of things. So I took those 8 hours a day of just dark monotony, physical labor where I was on my feet and was feeding my brain the whole time and trying to learn as much as I possibly could. I don't look back at those times in my mind as terrible, rough times, even though they probably weren't ideal situations for me, but I chose to take that time regardless to level up as a person. When you are in bad times, you have a choice where you can look at them as, hey, this is an awful situation. I don't want to be here. And you can try to figure out, hey, how can I make the most of this situation that I'm in because I have to pay for my college and because, I have to take the highest paying job, even if it means me being in this dark place, and try to make it work to your advantage.